baseball fans, and welcome. Ready to go now. Power speed combo. Giancarlo Stanton. And a pitch. Swing and a line drive. Base hit out into center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
And a pitch. Swing and a miss. And now it's even 1-1.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Kiermaier makes the play, and there's one away.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Aaron Judge swings through it for strike one.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Yeah, that's outside. And the count is 1-2.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a two-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
The pitch. Lifted in the air, right field. Springer drifts towards it. Hauls it in for the out. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Honus Wagner. That one's in there, 0-1. Stanton leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Out to short. They get the force. And now for the Jays, Whit Merrifield. The wind and the pitch. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. 2013 in the playoffs, you caught one as the Red Sox played the Rays in the division series.
I sacrificed a bracelet. It was my wrist and my hand.
Next offering misses, and that is ball one. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Here's Kiermaier now. And first offering is fouled off. On the ground. Knocks it down to the hole. Bo Bichette up to the dish. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. Kiermaier on the go. This one in the air, right field. That gets down for a hit. Throw comes in quickly, holds that go-ahead run at third, and there's still one away. Here's Matt Chapman. In there, and it's 0-1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Got him. Huge strikeout there. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. No, he held up. Corners are occupied with 2 down. Swing and a miss, and the count even at 1. And now 1-2. In the dirt. Tag, safe at second. And good hustle to move up. That's a wild pitch. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Back now in Toronto. Top of the second. Stepping in the long ball threat, number 28. Gausman back to work. And first offering is fouled off. The pitch. And fouled off. Left-hand batter waits. Line, and that's a base hit.
Good job of just putting the ball in play with 2 strikes. That was maybe even a little off the plate, but no problem getting the barrel to it. Man, he does such a nice job, and that's what you're supposed to do with a pitch in that location.
Trevor Richards gets handed the rock out of the pen. And now, number 47. And brings it in at the wall.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And look out as that one ran in and got him. First and second, 1 out. William Contreras digs in now. Line drive. Dives, but it's off his glove. Throw comes in quickly, holds that go-ahead run at third, and there's still 1 away.
Waste no time there. That could be a really tough pitch to handle, a front door breaking ball, but he did a great job staying in there, keeping that front shoulder closed. He didn't spin off the ball and hook it foul, which happens so many times.
A.J. Pollock at the dish. 1 out, bases full. Hard ground ball, base knock. Able to get back into third safely as they jump ahead. A run scores. Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Yimi Garcia.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute 1 pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Feeds to second, out there. A 1-pitch double play. Alejandro Kirk now at the plate. Back now and a new arm on the mound to start the bottom of the second, Camilo Doval. He has a great slider with tons of movement. And takes low for ball 1. Got him swinging. Here's George Springer. And a foul ball. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Slider right there. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Next offering is in for a strike. In there at the knees. Springer leads off first with 1 away. Got him. Now 2 away. Now it's Jansen to hit. Going 1.
Right now they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
So now 1 and 2. Right-handed reliever. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Slider. We're back to start the third, and there's a new arm on the mound, Jordan Hicks.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep them within striking distance.
And a pitch. Here's a high fly ball out to center. And that is Springer. And there's 1 down. Here comes Aaron Judge. Flied to right his first time. Swings through that one. 0-1. Hicks measures 6 feet 2 inches. He features a sinker, a slider, a changeup, and he works in a 4-seamer. Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now. Line drive, base hit. Around first, heading for 2. The throw into second, not in time. It's a double. Man at second with 1 away. Honus Wagner, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1. On the ground to the left. Bichette whips it to first. And now 2 gone. So 2 down now. And here is number 28. Singleton scored his first time. Laced to right center, base hit. Here comes the judge around third. He'll score, and they lead by 2.
Comes through with the RBI. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
The new pitcher in the game, Genesis Cabrera.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their guys a chance to fight back into the game.
Varsho make with Merrifield plate. Doval back to work. There's a strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
The punch out there, and he's down on strikes for the second time today. Ground ball right side, and he picks it up in foul territory. Strike 2. And the slider just misses.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. That one is absolutely belted. And it's off the wall. Pollock throws to second, and that's a 2-out double.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
And that one is lifted in the air. Hayes ranging after it. That's the ball game.
In a 3-inning game, a 2-0 win can sort of feel like a mini blowout. Nice job to jump ahead, and a great job by the pitching staff to shut them out.
2-0 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.
grows and start feeling mixed signals like Morse code. My soul start to grow colder than the North Pole. I try to focus on the whole of where the torch goes. In the tradition of these legendary sports pros, as far as I can see, I made it to the threshold. Lord knows I waited for this a lifetime, and I'm an icon when I let my light shine. Shine bright as an example of a champion, taking the advantage, never copping out or canceling. Burn like a chariot, learn how to carry it. Maverick, always above and beyond average. Fuel to the flame that I train with and travel with. Something in my eyes say I'm so close to having a prize. I realize I'm supposed to reach for the skies. Never let somebody try to tell you otherwise. There's something in your heart, and this in your eyes is the fire inside you. Let it burn. You don't say good luck, you say don't give up. It's the fire inside you. Let it burn. One love, one game, one desire, one flame, one bonfire. Let it burn higher. I never show signs of fatigue or turn tired, cause I'm the definition of tragedy turned triumph. It's David and Goliath. I made it to the eye of the storm, feeling torn like they fed me to the lions. Before my time start to wind down like the Mayans, I show them how I got to grind down like a science. It sounds like a riot on Hutch. It's so quiet, the only thing I hear is my heart. I'm inspired by the challenge that I find myself standing eye to eye with. The move like a wise warrior and not a coward. You can't escape the history that you was meant to make. That's why the highest victory is what I'm meant to take. You came to celebrate, I came to celebrate. I hate losing, I refuse to make the same mistakes. The fire, the fire.
From Vince Scully Avenue. Now it's the DH, Giancarlo Stanton.
The designated hitter, Giancarlo.
The pitch. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. He put a great swing on that ball, took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
To short, could be two. There's one. How about that double play? Aaron Judge at the plate. And Judge spoils that one.
Well, you really couldn't ask for a better guy to be the face of the game of baseball. I mean, this is a guy that is so team first oriented, doesn't like to talk about himself, will always defer and talk about his teammates. Just impressive. Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
Kershaw fires. Right side, hard hit. He steps on the bag, and that. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Rosario. The wind of the pitch. That's a little bit low. Swings and misses. And the count even 1-1. And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And there's one down. And here is James Outman. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Gets under it and pops it up. Wagner has it sized up and puts the squeeze on that. 2 down.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
3 straight Gold Gloves for Fried in 2020, 2021, and 2022.
Yeah.
Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Back here at the ballpark, now it's the shortstop, Honus Wagner. The wind of the pitch. High in the air, out to right. Betts makes the catch. 1 down. Now it's Matt Chapman. Lots of pop at the plate. Outfield playing back almost on the warning track. That one clips the outside corner. Strike one.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
This to center field. Grabs it on the run. 2 up, 2 down.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
And that's a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
New pitcher for the Dodgers, Ryan Brazier. And the 1-0. Out to short. They take the force out. Third. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. The pitch. Fly ball down the right field line. This one's got a chance. Home run. The batter now will be Will Smith. And that's in there for strike one.
That was exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
And a foul ball. Some background on Matt Fried. He grew up in Los Angeles. He pitched his high school ball at Harvard Westlake, and he was teammate. Oh, now this ball is driven into the left center field gap, and he's got a double. So man aboard, and now it's Max Muncy out there to center. Hayes hauls it in, and there's one away. Chris Taylor now in there for strike one. Smith leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And a swing and a miss. Now 2 out. Here's Kike Hernandez. First pitch just misses. On the ground to third. Wagner to first, and that'll do it. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Evan Phillips.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Foul ball. Looking to get the tying run on base. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Outman makes the grab, 1 down. That's a big first out right there, and that changes things.
Yeah, you can kind of see how just the hope and optimism is shrunk a little bit, but they got a couple more outs to work with. They got to find a way to get a runner on and get one around the bases.
Throw on to Freeman, and that quickly 2 away. And here is Giancarlo Stanton. That one misses. Ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Outman gets under it. He'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers use 3 pitchers to combine for the shutout. The final 1-0.
Hey, one more word, I'ma call Jug Knight. It's my man's. Boy, he like Kimbo Slice. He got hands. TSA frisk me, they say I got some in my jeans. Big bands. Baby girl on me a little too chunky for me. Call Lance, you be talking big, ain't down for the ride. Feeling like the mafia when we go mob. I be with some that be really outside. I'm out the driver's seat to let them ghost ride. Sing to the women, I'm Fat Maxwell. Man wanna see me in a big black cell. He was in a life like Johnny Manziel. Till they hit him up like Blue Cantrell. Then hate from the house, I'm in Hollywood in a penthouse, Baby girl mad that I won't, I don't give on a discount. Funny how I'm eating more.
All right, ready to get underway. Here's some real power at the plate. Giancarlo Stanton. Pitch misses there, and that's how this game gets started. And a big swing and a miss.
Ball, 1 strike.
Kershaw fires. And that one hammered. That's back there. And it is gone. With one swing, he quiets the crowd, and that gives him a lead. It's 1-0.
Well, we see this so much more today. Lineups with pop in the leadoff spot, and it really puts the pitcher in a tough spot out there where he has to execute right away. You can't just get over a couple of strikes to settle in, get comfortable, because at the plate, that guy's looking to do exactly what he just did. Start the game off with a huge bang.
Here's Josh Donaldson. Check swing, went around, and it's 0-1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
The 0-2. And right back to the mound. Tosses to first, and they take care of Donaldson for the out. Here is Aaron Judge. Chris Judge has been an exit velocity monster, leading the league in exit velo. It's 17, 18, 19, 21, and swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance, and that should be extra bases. Judge around second. And he's there at third with a triple.
He was all over that one. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Now here is Honus Wagner. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And misses inside. Appears they're working around him with the base open, Singy.
Well, you know, these 2-0 counts, Boo, they're just not what they used to be, and we sound like old guys when I say that, but ultimately...
Ripped into center, base hit. In to score is the runner from third, and they take a 2-run lead.
Picks himself up an RBI. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter, so no surprise he put a great swing on it.
And here is Matt Chapman. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. It one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. In to score from first. It's 3-0.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Now here is number 47. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second, and it's 4-0.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game, right?
Liner, and that should be extra bases. The run scores all the way from first. It's 5-0. And now it's William Contreras. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Fought off foul. Hayes, the runner at second with one away. Next offering is in for a strike. This one in the dirt. Smith gets it to first. 2 away now.
He made it look easy, but I can tell you that was not a favorable matchup.
A.J. Pollock at the dish. There's a swing and a drive. Outman going back some more, and he brings it. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Ahmed Rosario. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
5-run lead after their first at bat. That is huge at this point, but you've got to keep the attitude to keep your foot on the gas. Don't let that team back in this ball game. Cruise to the finish line, but do it with intention.
Got it by him for the K. James Outman in the box now. No balls and a strike. Back up the middle and a base hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Everything was on.
Runner on the go. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Pollock snags it for the second out.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Freddie Freeman in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Towards first. They get the force. Gets him easy. Ryan Brazier gets the call from the pen.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score. Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can try.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. And it's caught just in front of the wall. Man at first. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. And first offering is fouled off. For Judge, he's really developed into more than just a power hitter. He covers the plate well, shows impressive awareness of the strike zone to boot.
That's crit.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And out of here. Aaron Judge leaves the yard. And they boost their lead. It's 7-0.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Yeah, the batter now, Honus Wagner. Swing and a ball hit out towards run.
These outfielders get a in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Chapman stands in now and watches strike one. And a weak ground ball to the left side. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. That leaves him without a throw, and they don't get an out on the play. And now here is number 47. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Chapman off of first with 2 away. Pickoff throw. Chapman back easily. Back over to first, and he's back in that time as well. At the belt and fires. That misses off the outside edge.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
Outman settles underneath it, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Back here at Dodger Stadium, and up to the plate is Will Smith. There's the strike.
clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
In the dirt, Contreras collects, fires to first, got him, one away on the strikeout.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that junk.
Into Donaldson's glove. They get the out on Muncy. Chris Taylor in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Ball, 2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. New pitcher on here, Joe Kelly.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
The pitch. Swing and a pop-up. Kelly makes the catch, and there's one gone. William Contreras will hit next. 0 for 1 so far. Smash to the left side. Throws across the diamond. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd. Here's the left fielder, A.J. Pollock. 0 for 1 with a flyout. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. Good eye in that spot.
That ball went out.
High fly ball out into left center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that. Here's Kike Hernandez. That's in for a strike. Fried, in his 5th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a curve, a slider, a sinker, and he works in a changeup. David Peralta at the plate. On the ground, could be 2. Feed to second, that's 1. Over to first, safe.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Rosario, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Fouled off. He was late. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And now the center fielder, James Outman. That's in there. That's strike 1. And that one wrapped foul. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game. This one ends 7-0. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Sciambi saying so long. from Minute Maid Park in Houston. Okay, all set to go. Now it's the power speed combo. Giancarlo Stanton. That pitch in for a strike. And we are underway. That's to third. The throw to first. And they take care of Stanton for the out. Now it's Josh Donaldson's turn to hit. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Early in his career with Oakland, with Donaldson struggling, he watched a lot of video on Miguel Cabrera and Jose Bautista. A's people didn't like it. They said, be yourself. He said, well, I stink, and I need to figure out why they're good.
Yeah, I love that, and you got to figure it out no matter what it takes.
Well, he became good. One gone, runner at first. Here comes Aaron Judge. Ground ball up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. He doesn't have a throw, and the defense comes away with nothing. Here's a speed threat. Honus Wagner. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. First offering misses the mark. Here comes a pitch. In the air, center field. McCormick has it sized up. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. And he moves up a base. So 2 away with runners at the corners. Matt Chapman up to the plate now. And this one gets away and can't squeeze it. And now a single might score 2. 2 outs. 2 in scoring position. Next pitch is outside. Little trouble with this one behind the plate. No advance. Good job behind the dish.
Just doesn't seem to want to throw him a fastball.
And the 3-1. In the air to left center. McCormick trying to get there. And makes the play, and that's out number. Here's Mauricio Dubon. And he deals. That one the other way. And it goes just foul. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. In the dirt. Into Donaldson's glove. And a quick out, number 1.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
That one out to right. Judge has it sized up. And makes the grab. And there's 2 down. Yordan Alvarez. The batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. That's in there. And it's 0-2. You know, Singy, this is true. Max Fried the night before his start. Oh, that's a strikeout. Seth Martinez into the game. Standing in is the power hitting second baseman, number 47. Now the right-hander ready to go. Still no score. Righty delivers. That misses the zone. And the count is 1-1. Hit hard on the ground is short. In plenty of time to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second. And now it's Austin Hayes. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. Hard liner. Pulls it down, and there are 2 away.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
And now it's William Contreras. Crushed in the air. Left center field. Way back there. No doubt about it. He circles the bases, and they grab the lead. It's 1-0.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Two outs, nobody on. Here's a big power threat. A.J. Pollock. Out into left center for a line drive base hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in. He's in there.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Stanton, the next to hit, takes outside. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. That's in there. And the count 1-1. One of the things to remember about Giancarlo Stanton, only 6 players took fewer games to reach 350 career homers. That's impressive. Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate. Well done behind the dish. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. That one in for a strike. 2-2. And there's a ball.
Full count.
Three and 2 now. On a line, base hit. Now a long throw home. It's offline. The run comes in. It's 2-0. So a new pitcher out of the bullpen for the Astros, Kendall Graveman.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Donaldson takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Picked up a base hit to center his first time up. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. That one finds the corner. That's strike 1. First and second, 2 down. There comes an 0-2 to Judge. Sneaks through, base hit. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Base is now loaded with 2 away. And stepping in is the speedy Honus Wagner. Flied out his first time. In there, and it's 0-1. Out towards right center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. 1 runs in there safely. And they lead by 4.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
Popped up. Base hit and a run in to score. Another scores. 2 runs in on the play, and it's now a 6-run lead.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Flared it out there and got it to drop for the base hit. I think he got it off the handle just a little bit, but the bat held up for him enough to get something behind that swing.
New arm out of the bullpen, Joel Kuhnel. That one lifted to left. Alvarez in position. He's got it, and that is out number 3. Stepping in, Chas McCormick. Popped up right side. Judge really on his horse for this one. Got it. Nice grab. 1 away. And that one fouled off. Thinking Kyle Tucker has done a little bit of everything. He's won a World Series. He's been an All-Star. He's won a Gold Glove. And a guy who was the 5th overall pick in the 2015 draft. Line drive, caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Jose Altuve in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Center field. Hayes has it sized up. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. New pitcher on now, Ryan Stanek. And this guy can bring it velocity-wise. And the batter now, Austin Hayes. He's 0 for 1. And a pitch. Ball 1, no strikes. Oh, that hit him. On the run, sends it over to first. Not in time, and he reaches safely. So man aboard. Next to hit, William Contreras. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at bat. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. Stanek, the tall righty, he features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, and he works in a slider. The 1-0. That's out to center field. McCormick has it sized up. Makes the catch for the out. A.J. Pollock at the dish. That's a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Everything came together for him. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. Oh, great stop. To first. Nicely done for the out. Here's Josh Donaldson. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Line drive, base hit. 1 run is in. Another comes in to score. It's 8-0.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. He put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
Judge now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. That's to third. Gloves it on the dive. And he gets him. Nicely done. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Jose Abreu up to hit. Line and caught at third by Chapman. The Gold Glover makes the play. Alex Bregman stands in now and watches strike 1. 0-2 as he waves at that one. We talk so much about how starting pitchers prepare for their starts. I talked with Max Fried, and one of the things he told me back in 19, he and Lucas Giolito started using MLB The Show to go over scouting reports. Right side, Judge is under it. Brings it in, and there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. And stepping in for the Astros, Yainer Diaz. Ripped on a line. And that is the ball game.
Well, a big win by 8 runs, and when you have that kind of lead, you make it easier for the pitching staff to come out, make their pitches, pitch to contact, and not worry about giving up the lead. So nice job today all the way around to get the W.
8-0 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John.
And it still ain't a thing they could tell me what could compel me to jump in, get a piece of this bread, put in, wake up, cake up, walking in the form of my elders. I'm glowed up. Don't I look like a pharaoh? Your story tell, pull up, on your head, clocking, grab my check out the mail room, then back in, Papa, Daddy Warbucks, like Warhol with it, and a paintbrush. I'm AWOL, but I ain't done full time. chillin'. Can't you see I'm living? I'm glowed up. I'm glowed up. I'm glowed up. You see me shining. The silver lining, nickel plated refinery, never sweating the minor. Word to the most honorable, no in me, constant laxatives in your child away. That's I can't condone. Full power until we reach the maximum. Gonna all my worries, I'm loony, absolutely out my dome. Stuck in my capital, I carve in my legacy. Now tell me, is you with me, chaperone? Full time, bad driller, chowder for the kitten, mellow yellow lemon. I'm glowed up. I'm glowed up. Yeah. Stillin', same squad chillin'. Can't you see I'm living? I'm glowed up. I'm glowed up. Yeah. Lately I've been glowed up. Paper finally showed up. Chowder got me going buck. Feeling like the only one out here. Even if I slowed up, got enough work to last the whole night. Lately I've been glowed up, feeling like the only one out here. Lately I've been glowed up, paper finally showed up. Chowder got me going buck, feeling like the only one out here. Even if I slowed up, got enough work to last the whole night. Lately I've been glowed up, feeling like the only one out here.
When you say you rap for me, rap for me. When you say you're dead for me.
On the mound, the legendary Leroy Satchel Paige. Arguably the greatest pitcher this sport has ever seen. We know for certain the oldest rookie in the history of Major League Baseball. Now, Major League Baseball says that Satchel was 42 years old when he finally got his opportunity to pitch in the major leagues with then the Cleveland Indians. Most who knew Satchel believed that he was at least 10 years older than he claimed to be. Satchel was likely born into the early to mid-1890s in Mobile, Alabama. And so that birth record was typically kept in the back page of the family Bible. And according to Satchel, the GOAT ate that page out the Bible. His original tombstone has a question mark by his birthday. Yeah, the old man literally took it with him to his grave. But when we talk about Satchel Paige, there is really no one to compare him to. Not someone who combines the longevity. By his estimation, he pitched in over 2,600 games. The great stuff. Recorded some 55 no-hitters and only God knows how many strikeouts. And the charisma. He could sell it. Yeah, he could sell it, but he could also back it up. There will never, ever, ever be another Leroy Satchel Paige. Satchel famously had names for his pitches. So he didn't have fastball, curveball, changeup. No, not Satchel. Satchel had what he called his midnight creeper. He had the two-humper. He had the bat dodger. He had the hesitation pitch. He had the long tom, the short tom, the jump ball, the trouble ball, the radio ball, the wobbly ball, the dipsy-do. And he also had a pitch that he famously called his B-ball. You know why he called it the B-ball? Because Satchel says, it bees where I want it to be when I want it to be there. And so he had all the stuff you needed to be a star, and he was just that. He was not only the Negro League's biggest and brightest star, but he was one of the biggest stars in baseball history. They clocked Satchel Paige unknowingly in a ball game in Griffith Stadium in D.C. Satchel retires aside, and the kid from the military comes over. Mr. Page, we clock your fastball at 105 miles per hour. Satchel looks at the kid. He says, son, I wish I'd known you were timing me. I could have thrown harder than that. Yeah, you'll hear from the old Negro League players who saw Satchel in his prime that if anyone tells you they saw his fastball in the hitting zone, they're lying. Yeah, you might have seen it leave his hand, but by the time it got there to home plate, it literally was about the size of an aspirin tablet. What really made Satchel so special was 105 with pinpoint control. He could put it exactly where he wanted to put it, and I'm not talking about just throwing strikes. The catcher set the target. He hit the target. He didn't miss. You see, he didn't warm up in the bullpen like most pitchers do, throwing to the catcher across home plate. You know what Satchel would use? A stick of foil chewing gum wrapper. The catcher would sit the chewing gum wrapper on top of home plate. And wherever the catcher moved the chewing gum wrapper, Satchel right over the top of that chewing gum wrapper. And as Satchel would say, he worked both corners of that chewing gum wrapper. He was absolutely uncanny. One of my favorite Satchel Paige stories involves the old man pitching in the Denver Post tournament. They're playing an all-white semi-pro team. The first kid from the semi-pro white team gets into the batter's box. Satchel throws him a fastball. He dribbles it down the third base line. It stays fair. The kid beats it out, gets an infield hit. Well, about that time, one of the kids from the opposing team steps into the dugout steps and says, let's beat him. He ain't nothing but an overrated darky. Well, Satchel Paige had a nickname for everyone. His nickname, famously for the legendary Buck O'Neil, was Nancy. That's a whole nother story. But anyway, Satchel looks over at first base and he says, Nancy, did you hear that? Buck said, yes, Satchel, I heard it. He said, Nancy, bring him in. So Buck turns and motions for the outfield to take a couple of steps in. Satchel looks over at first base. He says, Nancy, bring him all the way in. Honest to God's truth. There were 7 guys kneeling around the mound. And Satchel strikes out the side on 9 straight pitches. He looks into the opposing team's dugout and says, overrated darky head. But the legendary Buck O'Neil always said, if he had one game to win and any choice of any pitcher from any era, it would be the legendary Satchel Paige. He says you might beat him when he was out there messing around, but when he was locked in, forget about it. Now, Major League Baseball says that Satchel was 42 years old when he finally got his opportunity to pitch in the major leagues in 1948 with the Cleveland Indians. He, along with Larry Doby, would help Cleveland win the last World Series at that time that Cleveland had won. Many thought Satchel should have been named Rookie of the Year. He goes 6-1 with a 2.4 ERA his rookie season at age 42, which means he might have been closer to 52.
And in comes Cleveland's ageless Satchel Paige to mount the mound for the Tribe.
Now, Satchel in 1965 is believed to be 59 years old if you believe he was born in 1906 which I do not, but for the sake of the story, we'll say that he was indeed born in 1906. He pitches 3 shutout innings against the Boston Red Sox, giving up only 1 hit in those 3 innings. Great trivia question. Who got that long hit off of Satchel? The legendary Carl Yastrzemski. Yaz. Yaz gets a double against the old man. Satchel leaves him at third and shut down everybody else over 3 of the most remarkably pitched innings in baseball history. And they were all turning, going back into the dugout in utter disbelief that they couldn't hit that old man. Without question, Satchel Paige was the Negro League's biggest and brightest star. The man would ride into towns, and the entire towns would shut down to watch him pitch. Everyone wanted to see the old man do his thing. Was he a little bit disheartened when he wasn't the first to break baseball's color barrier? Of course he was, because in many ways, he was the Negro Leagues. And I'm not sure there's any more lore or legend surrounding any one athlete. Perhaps it's because we don't really know how old he truly was, and because he dazzled us for decades. By the time he ended his career, he was either 59 or maybe 69 years old, and he was still getting it done. Only the immortal Leroy Satchel Paige.